Hi, welcome to today's episode of the J-Karp Show, where I'm going to give you my full WrestleMania 28 predictions. This year's WrestleMania is one of the hardest cards to pick the winners for. But we're going to start off with the Cody Rhodes versus the Big Show for the WWE Intercontinental title. In week in and week out, Cody Rhodes, despite the fact that he is the much smaller of the two in the match, has been provoking the world's largest athlete with arrogant enthusiasm, highlighting the Big Show's past WrestleMania failures, including not even being in one of them, showing up in a really inappropriate sumo outfit in WrestleMania 21, among others. Cody has been brazen in his attacks on the challenger, and everyone watching knows he is likely making a huge mistake. It is not stopped the champion. Cody is playing his role as a cocky heel like he never has before. As for my prediction, Cody is the best heel in WWE, and while Big Show is the world's largest athlete, I just don't see Cody Rhodes' title ending tonight. However, I do see a rematch occurring in which Cody Rhodes will lose it. But as for WrestleMania goes, Cody's going to be the champ. Next we have, this match, Team Teddy versus Team Johnny, for unanimous control of Raw and SmackDown. As for who goes over, John Laurinaitis has so much momentum over the past months. And knowing that WWE always has been partial to the heel figure, I have to go with Team Johnny. What's going to happen, though, is at the next pay-per-view, Teddy Long will have a rematch, and for some odd shape of events, both men will go back to working on their own brands. Just come on, SmackDown is nothing without Teddy Long. He's really one of the reasons that show is still pretty good. So I have Team Johnny over Team Teddy. Next is going to be Kelly and Maria Menounos versus Beth Phoenix and Eve. Okay, well, I'm going to just say right now. I'm going to go with Kelly and Maria in what will be a very short and uninspiring match. Next, it's going to be Y2J versus CM Punk for the WWE title. The real drama is that if Punk were to lose, it could drive him to actually turn to alcohol, a move that Chris claims is inevitable. But it's hard to imagine Punk turning his back on what he stands for, at least right now. I see maybe eventually he's going to end his reign, but for now, I have to go with the champ. So winner, CM Punk. Now next we have Randy Orton versus Kane. Randy and Kane are two pros, and they are likely very aware of this. I expect this match to be all over the place, and breaking out in the crowd, damaging equipment, involving high-impact moves on the floor. Considering Kane's push against John Cena is kind of drowned out now, and knowing that Randy Orton is practically now what Superman of the WWE, I believe Kane should get this win. And what will be a very underrated and unappreciated match, I have Kane actually winning against Randy Orton. Next, it's Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus for the World Heavyweight title match. This has been amazing for Daniel Bryan. I can't stand him, but I'm not going to deny he's a good heel. Kind of childish. AJ isn't that bad looking. But he's on fans' radar. He's main eventing and he has the gold. Plus, he has a character all his own. Who could ask for more? And Daniel's really coming into his own. I don't see why he shouldn't go over and retain the title. Oh, I know why. Because he's facing freaking Sheamus. And if anybody's been on a roll since the Rumble, it's been Sheamus, who won it, of course. He has the crowd. He has the push. He doesn't have a tan, but he does have the moves, and he has every reason to believe that his arm will be raised at WrestleMania. Plus, I actually have a feeling that AJ will do something to Daniel Bryan, whether it's inadvertently or purposely, and give Sheamus the assist. So I'm going with Sheamus over Daniel Bryan. Next, this is going to be one of the big matches here. The Undertaker versus Triple H with special guest referee Shawn Michaels in a Hell in a Cell match. As what has been dubbed the end of an era, and I'm going to say these both have had which will be unprecedented careers, Hall of Fames guaranteed. Triple H's way to win might be from his best friend, who happens to be a special referee. On the surface, it appears that the deck is stacked against Taker, 2 DX members against 1 Undertaker. But then again, it's 1 Undertaker, as if that's ever stopped anyone before. He tombstone Mark Henry into a casket, for crying out loud. And Taker's character is fully aware of this, and he's been doing everything to turn the DX alumni against each other. And if you've watched Raw the past 4 or 5 weeks, it's worked out very well. And you know what they say, a house divided will not stand. And the animosity between Hunter and Shawn has begun to grow and has Undertaker's advantage. At Hell in a Cell, we have a huge main event with drama aplenty. For me, I don't see Triple H being the man and bring it all to an end. Either way, I think the streak will continue in what will be probably one of the best matches of the night. An Undertaker will walk out with his head up and under his own power. As for what happens afterwards, I see this sparking a feud between HBK and Triple H, leading to a match at WrestleMania 29. So my prediction, the winner and still in the go 20-0, I have to go with The Undertaker. Last but not least, it's the one we've all been waiting for, and this one I'm still not 100% positive on. The Rock vs. John Cena. The once-in-a-lifetime main event. This is it, folks. This is the bout that's being sold as the biggest match in WrestleMania history. And you better believe it will not disappoint. Rock and Cena are both main eventers, and they understand how to bring drama, and that'll be exactly what happens tonight. All of the hype, all of the promos, and all of the talk comes down to this. One match, one winner. I'm kind of disappointed Cena doesn't have the title right now. It would have been good. But will it be but there's a lot of questions to be asked, because before I get to the prediction, for those of you that don't know, Brock Lesnar has signed a 1-year deal with WWE. That's right, the pain is back. So I'm really not sure if he might interfere in this match. We'll just have to see. But will it be a clean pin or a screw job? Will fans be satisfied with whoever wins, or will it be mired in controversy? Those are some of the questions that people have to worry about for tonight's main event. I mean, as a fan, common sense says The Rock should do the job to Cena. Because it's kind of like the Rock vs. Hulk Hogan back at WrestleMania 18. Everybody loved Hogan. I mean, they all loved The Rock and Hogan. But Hogan was in Toronto. It was an amazing crowd. But Hogan passed the torch to The Rock. It was kind of like a generation type thing. And honestly, I think that might be what happens tonight. I think Rock will pass the torch to Cena, even though Rock don't like Cena. The thing is, though, he has nothing to gain by winning, too. And he's likely going to be gone again after this. Rock has had his time. And now it's time to do the right thing for the business. But common sense and WWE don't always go hand in hand. And when it comes to who's the most important superstar in WWE, that debate is not over. Rock has his fans, no doubt about it. But make no mistake, so does Cena. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, you all remember One Night Stand 2006. The crowd freaking, if they all had guns, they would have shot Cena on the spot. Logic says that either direction is possible. But would Rock really show up for potentially the biggest pay-per-view in WWE history only to lose in the main event? For me, that's one unavoidable fact. While Rock, now I'm going to say this, I think it'll go either way. While Rock should do what's right for WWE, John will always do what's right for WWE. If they ask him to lose a match, he will. That's what top guys do. So I'm going to first say, I will not be one bit surprised if John Cena wins this match. I will not be surprised one bit. And I won't be mad either. I want The Rock, but I won't be mad. I've never really hated Cena. I mean, Hogan had the same 3 moves of death: the punches, the boot, and then the leg drop that seemingly killed every opponent that landed on it. I mean, but as far as my prediction, by pinfall, it's going to be The Rock. Thank you for listening to this episode of the J-Karp Show. I'll tell you, it was fun. It was hard for me to decide all these matches. And like I said, for those of you that didn't hear it earlier, Brock Lesnar last night signed a one-year deal with WWE. He said he's going to work more of an Undertaker-type schedule, making sporadic appearances. Well, if he's going to be in WrestleMania, hopefully he'll be in the main event. It might spice things up. And, oh, one more thing before I go. There is a triple threat tag team match that's on tonight. It's going to be a dark match, so if you stream it online, I don't even think it'll be on there. But if I'm remembering, it's going to be for the tag titles, Epico and Primo versus the Usos versus another team, I believe it was consists of Justin Gabriel and another enticing kid. Well, I really hope that the Usos win. The tag team titles have just lost value. I'm sorry, they have. So I'm going to just run through for those of you that just want to remember them, here's all my predictions. Cody Rhodes over the Big Show. Team Johnny over Team Teddy. Kelly and Maria. CM Punk. Kane. Sheamus. The Undertaker. And The Rock. But I'm not counting out Cena out of this. Okay, so thanks for listening to the J-Karp Show. For those of you watching WrestleMania tonight, have a fun time. For those that don't, watch Raw tomorrow night. You'll find out everything you need to know about it. This is J-Karp signing off, and I'll see you next time.